Friends, viewers, and fellow creators, we have gathered here today across screens, time zones, and chat rooms to honor and remember our dear friend CatLady. Her departure from the YouTube space and the LCU community has left a undeniable void. But today is not just about mourning a loss. It's about create the incredible digital footprint, warmth, and joy she shared with all of us. CatLady was exactly who her name promised. She brought a unique passion, a fierce loyalty to her community, and an unmatched love for her feline companions into everything she created. When she spoke, people listened. When she streamed, she built a sanctuary where people felt seen, entertained, and connected. Her journey through the LCU was unforgettable. While chapters end with creators choosing different paths, the impact she made during her time there remains etched into the history of the community. She poured her heart into her content, navigating the highs and lows of platform life with a personality that was entirely her own. Though she has taken her final sign-off and stepped away from the platform for good, her legacy does not vanish when the stream ends. It lives on in the archives of our memories, the laughs shared in the comments, the friendship formed in her community, and every cat video that made us smile. Thank you, CatLady, for the content, the community, and the memories. You will be deeply missed, but never forgotten. Rest in peace. Love you, CatLady.
Oh shit, guys, not only am I dead, but I don't fit in this picture. Let's try this again. Let's fix this. I am not fitting here. Here we go. Ah ha ha. Dead. Not forgotten. Here we go. Do you see me? Oh, sorry guys, I had to go die and whatever. You know how that is. So I'm just sitting here in my little casket. We're gonna do a show today. Because apparently I'm dead. Oh shit, it's been a wild fucking day for me, for other creators, and shit. Apparently for Keem. He's had some serious issues today. Oh, man. Did any of y'all watch freaking Cafe today? Riri, Miss Lady, what the hell are you doing? I don't know if I should laugh, cry. I'm confused. I died, Riri. I'm here, just up in my casket, doing my thing, live streaming it. A little content bringing up them pirate flags, pirate. Here we go. I'll get rid of my casket. Okay, here we go. We'll be serious. We'll get serious. Okay, only so serious. I don't want to be too serious. You know the rules around these parts. But I thought that would be a fun way to open up. Hello and hi. I see everybody. Let me tell you all hello and hi. Because I know you know that we've got a lot of goofy shit to talk about today. And, I had to start it off the way I like to start shit off. So let's go. Let me make sure it's on all chat. Oh yeah, that live chat. I know. I can't stop doing my roll call just because I'm not in the LCU anymore. Okay. Hello and hi, Jenny Lazelle 2367. Hi. Reviews, reactions, and muse. Bettina. I can't say that. I can't say that name right. Reviews, reaction, and muse 10 times would get me. I would be gone. I would be fired. That's like a tongue twister of all times. True Love has 4 paws. LFG, I posted your link in Scoot's Discord for you so people can find you. Thank you. You know I appreciate that. Let me see. We're getting all this kitchen and all this other stuff. All these dark places. You know, El Diablo. Ooh, an old lady. Hell yes, an old lady. An old lady who's got lots of life to live, apparently, because she's still living and breathing and crazy as farts. Okay. Apparently, I have too much of the not dark areas. Okay, let's go. Last night I was putting a child to sleep and I did it early enough to where I could watch the show because it's the only 9 time when it starts, and when I woke up at midnight. Okay, well, let me tell you, this week, next week, 11 o'clock p.m. every time. I consider this week my dress rehearsal for YouTube stuff to deal with all the technology that I have to use that's new. I'd consider next week, because I'm going to start dual streaming this specific show on Kick. So next week is going to be like my dress rehearsal on doing Kick streaming plus dual streaming on both. And then we are going to change the time. It's not going to be at 11. It's going to be a little bit earlier. We'll figure it all out, what's a good time for everybody. But until then, I am so stoked that every single one of you found your way here, right? Because I no longer get redirects. I will never have a redirect again. And I just damn well appreciate all of you who choose to come and watch me act crazy, okay? And talk my shit. Because I have lots of shit today to talk. We've got 3 main stories in the LCU to talk about. We've got Keem, and most of them acting bizarre. In fact, he decided to act very bizarre about yours truly. We'll talk about that, okay? I made a Twitter. I don't understand it. It's really crazy on Twitter. Twitter is like no sense at all to me, but I made one. And I've been reposting lots of cat shit. And I made a post today. All right. So, you know, old dogs or cat ladies can learn new tricks. Okay. Perhaps y'all will help me better with the Twitters. I'll make the other socials for the show and everything else. But I went ahead and made the Twitters first because I have no clue how to operate that motherfucker, okay? I decided I needed extra time to figure that bitch out. And I do. I need it. Every time I get on there, I get on this Twitter thing, and it's like, it makes no damn sense to me. It's not done by time. It's not done by newest post. It makes no damn sense to me. But that's okay. That's okay. As an old lady rant, I'm just saying, Twitter, you're confusing as fuck, okay? It's got to be like Elon Musk's brain in there because it's just like a whole bunch of shit just thrown in there. You just like open that bitch up and it's just like, it's like walking into a room with a whole bunch of fucking garbage in it. It's crazy. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and everything else. I see you, Perry World Zen. Lane, hello. El Diablo again. Hell yes. You got your smokes ready for the show. Liz's adopted son, hello and hi. Come on, guys. True love has 4 paws. You got it. I see that candle. Matrix, meow. I see you. There's Aaron, my bestie. Hello. Dimitri. That shit was funny. Thank you. I appreciate that laugh. Foster, that's right. It's okay. It was his dementia. Like, dude, maybe if you didn't use a shitty AI bot to listen to or look through a transcript, you wouldn't have made yourself be a crybaby today. But okay, let's go. Little Compton again, I said with the pirate flags, yo ho, arr. Man, there's my Gidgy, I see you. There's my Ashes to Ashes, I see you too. Guys, we are going to be doing, I know Gidgy and I are going to be doing some wild panels together in the future. I know that I'm going to do a panel with Ashes to Ashes. I think I'm working on a schedule with Huggy. I've got a few other people that I'm scheduling with. We are going to have fun. The internet is a place to enjoy yourself, not a place to constantly prick your own ego and cry and moan on air for the sake of forced fucking drama. Oh, just wait. Apparently, it is a place for all those things. So let's go to our favorite, LCU. Forced drama. Let's talk about it because I have been seeing some of the craziest shit. Thank you so much for everybody who's here. Let's go ahead and get this going, okay? One second. Don't you start talking, Pesci. We're not ready for you. I haven't shared you, okay? Oh no, now it's a Pampers commercial. Like, you know what? It's about time. Don't tell me the one who wants to learn. Hello, bestie. Don't tell me about how I need to go ahead and have that. God damn premium. They're scamming me. YouTube is doing the scams even better than the LCU. Let's fucking go. Let's get this over here. Hello, pause. Stop letting your boss talk. Stop talking Pesci in your all-white crazy suit. Like, what the hell is that, brother? Let's go. All right. Let's see.
On how to monetize her show.
Oh, I'm too far back, Mr. Ma'am. Let's start again.
Good morning, Cafe.
Here we go. Here we go.
How you doing,
boss?
Not so good.
What's wrong? What happened?
Well, I woke up to find that CatLady said, well, fuck the contract. I'm just going to start streaming, you know? So
Oh,
she
nice.
is
Oh, I'm trying to pause it on
Yeah,
the wrong
so
one.
she
Here we go. So, number one, sir, as I spoke to you, guess what, bro? I never signed a contract. You just assumed I did. But again, like I've said recently very many times, you got no goddamn infrastructure. And as many of the problems that you have in the LCU that get caused by having no infrastructure, not knowing that your talent hasn't signed your contract is one of them. Ha! There you go. It slips through the cracks. I, for one, never meant to not sign the contract. What happened was, and I had an even smaller phone before I got this new phone. Y'all remember the one that looks like a ghost come all side in it? Yeah. Okay, so I opened that motherfucker up. I looked at it, and it was too tiny to read. And I said, you know what? I will read this little bastard later. And I put my phone down, and I went on with my life, and I never thought about it again. And, of course, there's no infrastructure. So nobody thought to say, hey, CatLady, you ain't signed that shit, right? Ha! Well, there we go. Unfortunately, you can't be mad at me for deciding to stream because of a contract. But here's another thing, bro. Why? Why? Why should you get mad that people who are streamers choose to stream after no longer working in your universe community? Like, here's the thing. You're thinking, like, I'm gonna siphon people off of you. Well, guess what? Like, the majority of your audience doesn't just watch LCU. They don't. The majority of your audience go and watch other channels. It's a reality. Get with it. Get with it. Now, number one, it's a bad enough idea that when people work for you, you think that they shouldn't work on any other fucking stream. So all that they have in streaming is the whatever amount of time you decide to give them, whether it's 1.5 hours, 2 hours, right? And then it's whatever shows you decide to give them. 1 show, 2 show, third buckle shoe, I don't know. But either way, when you have people who work for you as talent, limiting them to only having whatever amount of time you think it's okay for them to be on air, no other network in the face of the planet does that. Nowhere else. You know why? Because it's good for your talent to be on other platforms, on other places, to be able to go and be on panels in other shows. Like, oh no, Stick, hello, I am glad to see you, but I honestly have not done any marketing or anything like that. This is our dress rehearsal week, so for YouTube. So I haven't tried to announce being a show and all of that stuff. In fact, part of the reason that Keem thought last night was the first night I streamed was because of it, okay? So the thing, well, now he has a bot do it. He sent me his little report from a bot, and a bot like tells him like what are the sentiments in different sections of the transcript. But the bot's wrong, bud. The bot told him that I said he had dementia, right? Well, I'm going to go through it when we go through the things he says. So I'll wait for that part. Hello. But like, this is the thing, man. When you cap your talent at only being on the shows that you assign them for only the amount of time you assign them to be able to stream, you make it to where they are limited in their career. But you also make it to where they are limited in being able to build their own audience beyond your community and therefore add to your community. And it all comes into this weird, sick idea that you should own the donators. Hello, Barley. Thank you for those tomatoes. We need the hell out of that ragu tonight. I don't know who's on ragu duty, but let's get it going because Barley brought our tomatoes. Thank you, sir. And this is a problem for you, thinking that, you should own your talent. And, in most places, you would have a limited time contract with talent. You would negotiate it through an agent, and that talent would be able to do work other places. It's also part of where you violate a 1099 relationship. I don't know if you're aware of that. But be that as it may, okay? You told me that you were disrespected just even without the contract by the choice of me wanting to stream. I passionately love the LCU, but I also passionately love streaming. What is disrespectful about me wanting to stream? I don't take the donators who you think you own. I haven't even marketed. The only reason you figured out that I was streaming is because I changed the little saying that my fucking Discord guy says, my little PFP in Discord. You shouldn't be worried about me going out there and streaming. And you definitely shouldn't be worried about my plans when I start doing this show besides doing dress rehearsals and stuff this past 2 weeks to work out all of the texts and everything like that. You shouldn't be upset about a streamer streaming, even when they don't work for you. And my idea to have a show where I do news recaps on all of your shows and talk about the stories in your community and then talk about the stories in other communities of creators, that's good for you. I told you. Like, the Talking Dead that happened after The Walking Dead didn't hurt The Walking Dead. It helped The Walking Dead. If you were really with it, if you really, really wanted success and good stuff for the LCU, you'd be excited about me doing this show outside. You'd even say, I'll let my host come and do fucking interviews there. But I know that you know there's value in going outside of the LCU and streaming. You know how I know? Guys, did anybody watch Pitt tonight? On Pitt, Keem himself said, we're doing a show inside of the LCU himself would not help the LCU. He has to go outside of the LCU to do a show for it to help the LCU. Tell me he doesn't understand why I'm telling him that me doing my show outside of the LCU in no way, shape, or form hurts him. And it only helps the LCU. Hello? Ding, 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 ding. And tell me why you came to that conclusion and finally made it fucking public after I talked to you and told you that I have to stream outside the LCU. Where's my big black beard? Okay, let's play some more of this. I keep trying to click on the display one instead of the real one.
Violated the contract, but like I've never had any beef with CatLady, like at all.
No, I can't
feel like
even think of. No.
Yeah, when have you ever remembered me having any beef whatsoever with CatLady?
Oh, I'm trying to think. I can't.
You made her a community manager.
Never. In fact, I made her community manager.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I've always defended her when the big shows like, Tina or whatever would go at CatLady. I always had her back.
It's true.
Well, last night.
Sir, where were you every fucking day when Tina talks about me? Because I'm not even in the LCU, she talks about me every day. When I was in the LCU, she talked about me every single day. During the time period where I wasn't on the LCU for about 3 weeks a month, because I was sick and having problems with, like, I don't know, not being able to move my arms and legs for a few days at a time due to GBS, and fucking Tuna talks shit about me, where were you? Sometimes you defended me against people shit-talking me. Does that mean that I owe you forever to stream under your network? No. That means that you had the vision to notice that you had one host who, no matter what, could do the job. She didn't need anybody to keep her on time. She didn't need anybody to goad her to find help or to do any of those things. She didn't need somebody to hold her fucking hand. It means that you knew that I was trustworthy and that any time I would always keep my secret secret, just like I told you last night, but you misunderstood because you used a bot instead of your ears. Right? 1 second. I'm getting lots of these. Oh. Yeah, I know I'm in an open VC. Like I said, I can't use the other one. But anyways, long story short, it's all right. I literally was the only one of your hosts, and still am, that knows that my job is when somebody says my name on stream to pop up on stream if I can, and to confront them. Hello? I know. I'm the only fucking one of your hosts that did 100% of their job. What you should be doing is being upset that I left. Not because you don't get to control me and my hours and whatnot, but because you have nobody else to set the example for the rest of these lazy assholes. Because you have nobody else there who's just loyal to you because they fucking love the LCU. They desperately need you because they can't without you. Okay? You should be upset that you lost somebody who was actually loyal and trustworthy. Just like I said last night, I will never tell secrets that were secret. You know why? Because just like if anybody else comes and tells me a secret and I keep it secret, it's the same for you. And if I decided to all of a sudden change my decision to keep secrets between people that have given me secrets, because I like them or don't like them, or I stream for them or don't stream for them, or whatever I do, then I would no longer be able to be trustworthy to anybody else. That's the kind of people you're keeping. That's why when some of them leave, you have to be afraid. But that's why you don't have to be scared of me being gone. That's why you should be able to tell that I'm here to do all the things I promised an audience I would do. And to do it damn well without having fucking constraints. Period. But let me guess, you're upset because I read some comments from the chatters and I laughed. Oh, that's right, you used an AI instead of actually listening to it, so you hurt your own feelings because you thought that those were things I was saying about you. Let's go. Let's play.
She decided to go live, you know, and the easiest way to get the shekels out of people on the outside, and that means money, right?
I'm sorry, the shekels? While I have my tip thing up, and yes, I appreciate tips, but I have never been an e-beggar. I wasn't an e-beggar there. In fact, you're going to talk about how I cite that I asked you over and over the entire time I worked for you, not just when you were getting married, for help learning to monetize. And it's funny, you make fun of me for doing that. But you never helped me. But you know what? Foxy goes, I don't know how to do streaming. And you make a whole goddamn video for her. You know, the bitch has no loyalty to you. No loyalty to another co-host, no loyalty to a show, who constantly flip-flops and will lie at the drop of a dime, the one who's always somehow in the middle of some kind of doxing problem or some shit like that. Sometimes you're eventually gonna have to look like at where you invested your time and who you invested your time in. Because there was nothing wrong with me asking you how to monetize because you trained your community and your host to think that entertainment equals dollars. And I wanted to do better for you for the things that you cared about. How shitty of me to dare to ask for time from the Keemstar who says that he's there to support us and teach us and wants to take all the credit for if we're good or bad at what we do. To ask you for help to do the one thing that you consider important. How fucking dare me, right? What a shitty fucking person I am. Oh, and by the by, you're going to say, but I'm sure she asked when I was getting married. Number one, I asked you when you weren't getting married. Number two, I asked in host chat. I asked your other people. Hell, there are things I asked in host chat with help for, like the dual streaming kick link. Nobody helped. I got help 2 times. Once, Nightmare screwed up my entire fucking audio, remember? And one time, Josh helped me fix the TTS playing through. Other than that, anytime I helped, whether it was directly to a host, whether it was in host chat, whether it was in any groups, no matter who that's part of your quote-unquote infrastructure, no matter if it was directly to you, I never fucking got help or answers to the questions I had. Period. And you know what we can put it back down to? That same thing I keep saying. Infrastructure issues. You don't have infrastructure. Excuse my cough. I know that's terrible. You literally want to make fun of me for me trying to do better on things that you really cared about. And it only makes you look fucking foolish. And then you want to say that because you were getting married for a period of time, that you had limited time. You still had time. You still chose who to invest that time in. Right? And it was people who don't give a shit about you and shows with people who don't give a shit about you. And don't give a shit about LCU. All they are is desperate. You decided where to put that time. And I'm going to be really frank, I've gotten married twice. Not a single one of those times did I ever stop my entire life. Or even part of my life. Not even a single bit of my life got stopped because I was getting married. Either time. I had a big wedding. I had a small wedding. Neither single time did I stop my entire life. In fact, if I had responsibilities, I had to continue fulfilling them. And you can tell me it's because of how many dollars are in your bank account that you cannot do marriage. You can't get married at the same time as fulfilling your choice, your chosen life responsibilities. But you have no idea what money I have in my pocket now, what money I had in my pocket when I was getting married, or anything like that. What you do know is that I have children, I have an in real life job, I've got pets, I've got home, I have a vehicle, I have a husband, I have all kinds of different responsibilities, and I keep up with them. I don't use any excuses for not keeping up with them. Even during times where I can't move my arms and legs, I keep up with them. Let's go back.
The money from the people on the outside is to talk shit about the LCU and talk shit about Keemstar. And that's exactly what she did.
She already went after you?
Yes.
Damn.
That's
Yes.
Ew.
Yes, she did. I have a whole transcript here. She said that she repeatedly asked me for help on how to monetize her show. And I just ignored her.
Oh. Is that talking shit about Keemstar, or am I just saying facts? Guys, let me know. Let me go if that's fucking facts.
I'm not exactly sure when this happened because I have early stages of dementia. That's a joke, by the way. She also made that claim. I have early stage.
Again, I never made that claim. I read a chat comment and laughed at it because it was funny. Huh.
Stages of dementia. But I would assume that she was asking me for that help during the time that I was getting ready for my wedding or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, whatever.
No, I don't know what you mean. I don't know why you're the only person on the face of the planet who has to pause your entire life and can't answer a question or help the people who work for you. Because you're getting married.
I really couldn't, you know. And then I don't know what you want me to do with that, right? Help me monetize my channel. Well, I did. I created a whole fucking universe with fucking, 24 different examples of how to...
24 different examples of shows all struggling, right? Those shows, the ones struggling. Let's see, Live is struggling. Even Queens, who has an entire audience they imported in for you, is struggling. Is there a single show that isn't struggling with monetization? Oh, there's not.
Monetize your channel. You have access to host chat, CatLady, that shows people's report cards.
Oh, so looking at a report card teaches you how to monetize, guys. I don't know if you know this, but looking at a screen cap of how many chatters, how much money, and whatnot on a screen is how you should learn how to monetize. What? Right? So does that mean if I just put numbers on a screen that I would magically learn how to monetize? No, you know what? You're right, Matrix. Pitt isn't struggling. And you know what? Yo, Mama is one of the ones that I've asked twice specifically to help me. And you know what? He just ignores too. Because there isn't an infrastructure to tell him that as a manager, he should help. None of the hosts I asked would help. Because there's no infrastructure telling them that when they have another host ask them questions on how to do better on things that Keem cares about on the shows in his universe, that they should help.
You watch shows because you were talking shit about the other shows, so you could see what could work and what didn't work, right? Like there.
I watch shows fail all day long at e-begging. You are right. How is that supposed to teach me? I literally asked you, Tech, and you didn't teach me to you did not help me on monetization. You definitely you offered to help me on other stuff. Definitely. You're one of the only people, Tech, that would ever respond to me asking for help on how to do something. The only other person was Josh, who helped me one time with fixing that TTS situation.
There were great examples, but you just weren't willing to fucking learn.
So now I'm not willing to fucking learn. I'm sorry. Tonight, I am going to look at all of my saved report cards from when I had to screenshot them to send them in. And I'll stare at them because I'm willing to learn. Guys, there is a tip stream thingy-majigger. If you want to help me apparently learn better, I could make a report card so I can learn better on how to monetize by staring at report cards.
She said Keem had crazy hypocrisy concerning doxing.
Because you do have crazy hypocrisy regarding doxing. Anytime any person does any doxing, you should have the exact same protocol, because that way it doesn't encourage other people to do the same thing.
Saying he publicly stressed it's serious despite having swept doxing incidents aside. I have no idea what she's talking about, but not all situations are the same.
All doxing situations are the same. It is somebody trying to give away the private information of another person. There was Phantom, who did it absolutely accidentally to show you screenshots of messages between him and Fupa. 100% accidental. What did it cost him? It costed him getting suspended, which means doing streams while not getting paid for a while, and then the $1,000 that was supposed to be paid to him by Fupa. And it was 100% an accident. But when Zay and Tina doxed Scooter, it didn't matter at all. When people in relation to ALR doxed, it didn't matter at all. When Savage is just commenting in chatter comments and you realize that she's been hate streaming on you, all of a sudden she's trying to find people's information and doxing, and it matters a whole hell of a lot. Come on, bro. Talk to me about the hypocrisy. Because saying that each instance should be treated differently and not giving a shit about the person who's on the other end of the dox, you are a hypocrite when it comes to doxing. 100%. And the thought that it fucking depends on your interpretation on how good, bad, or ugly it is for the response to it is foolish. And it continues encouraging those behaviors. I've been out of the universe for how long? And I've been on the internet since it began. I remember AOL dial-up noises, don't y'all? And never once have I seen as much doxing bullshit as I've seen from inside the LCU. Maybe it's because you think it should be treated differently depending on how you feel about the people it's done to and the people it's done by.
You know, some docs are someone's name, other ones would cause them to be swatted, or be actually harassed in real life. You know what I mean? So they're not all the same.
Guess what? The government doesn't think that the result of a doxing equates to whether the repercussions of it should change. Why do you think that you should determine how possibly harmful a dox could be and then decide that's how you should punish it? I'm going to tell you the truth. Tina and Zay, doxing Scooter's number could equate to him being swatted. But that didn't fucking matter, and that wasn't a defining, underlining moment, was it? This is bullshit. I'm being real. Going members only gossip doesn't fix shit. Because the last 2 doxes I saw happen in the LCU were done by cash cows.
I don't know this next one.
Yeah, a lot.
I'm just reading through all this shit. Said Keem would ban people when he was in his fifis. Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah, okay, the fair criticism on that
Yeah,
one.
because it's
Fucking
true.
pissed off at a motherfucker. I'm gonna just fucking Thanos snap your ass. She said that I abuse Adderall and that I'm on Adderall all the time.
Again, nothing I said. I think there was a comment that said that you're on Adderall or Addies, and I read it out loud, and I laughed at it. Because I guess you don't realize I don't care if you take Adderall or not. But I do care that instead of listening and knowing that I'm reading chat, same thing you do, instead of using a bot to interpret a transcript, then you would know that I didn't even say it. And I don't even care about Adderall. But here you are, looking foolish, hurting your own feelings.
Which is not true. I've done Adderall a total of like twice in my life. Twice.
Done my share.
I've done my fair share. Yeah.
No, I've done it twice in my life.
Adderall's not bad, by the way, either.
Well, I actually have ADHD, so when I take Adderall, it's just
Don't let that bother you.
And she basically said that I have early dementia. Not to mention, she apparently was leaking stuff from when she was a community manager and was in the group chat.
Which I absolutely did not do. In fact, if you were there last night, you would realize I talked again, just like I just talked earlier about trustworthiness and secret keeping. I explicitly said that I would not talk about anything that wasn't public or on air. Because I believe in being trustworthy no matter how, who, when, where, what I feel about people or anything like that. But again, you've got a bot reading through a transcript, interpreting for you. Making you look fucking foolish.
Oh.
So,
Okay. It's great.
like, I don't know what's gotten into you, but this is crazy. I didn't do shit to you. You're fucking weird for this.
This is the type of faceless animated
guys.
videos that
I
help
need to
us
get
grow
that
our
premium going. I hate to tell you, dude, but you're the one who looks weird for this. Because we could literally play last night, and almost everything that you said is inaccurate. You literally went on cafe and displayed yourself hurting your own fucking feelings by using a bot to interpret what somebody said in a transcript. I can't tell you, like, how ridiculous is that? You know, the reason you never had to fucking be mad at me on stream or talk shit about me on stream is because I'm not a shit human being doing shit to people. I didn't do shitty shit to people. Hello? I did my job. I literally talked about people to people on air about the shit they said and did on air. Exactly what I was supposed to do. So you saying that you never had like some kind of fucking fuck shit or ever got mad at me isn't because you were such a wonderful, happy, loving person with me. It's because I'm not a shit human who didn't decide that to be a good streamer, I needed to lower my quality of my personal character as a person. I didn't have to be a piece of shit in a skin suit.
Dementia, I would have been like, lady, when you got $1 million in your pocket, it's easy to forget about what's going on over here.
No. I have to know what everyone's work schedule is outside of.
No, you don't have to know what everybody's work schedule is. Anybody who's ever written a schedule for a workplace, which is billions of people, okay? You don't have to memorize that because it changes. What you do every single month before you make a schedule is you ask people in a certain time frame to turn in their conflicts and their schedule availability. And then you make a schedule based off of it. Millions of people do it every single week, dude. Every single place that has employees has to know what their schedule is. And they somehow do it without pretending it makes it impossible for them to remember anything else.
Here, right? So the time that they can stream, I have to know, who was on whose show. I need to know 7.
If you can't go to your own website and look to see who's on whose show, then maybe you should get tested. Maybe you are having some kind of complication. Like, you literally have all the tools in the world to help you. You have a website that literally shows you the show schedule and lists the people on shows together on it. You don't have to memorize it.
17 major stories that are happening every.
Just wait, it's okay to expect hosts to remember the stories that are going on. It's okay to want the community and audience to remember it, but somehow it's a difficulty for you. Did you know you could have like an employee that works solely for you that does that? You could use something like an AI bot who, I don't know, interprets a transcript to do that for you? Okay.
Every single fucking day that carry on throughout the week. All right. I need to know everything going on with Drama Alert, with Happy.
Don't you have an employee who operates Drama Alert for you? They can't make you a summary every day of what happens? Like, are we pretending that Drama Alert is a big, busy company with a whole bunch of things happening in it? Is that what we're doing? Or Happy Punch, for that matter? When's the last time that Happy Punch had a fight or anything else? Like, what are you really managing here, bruh? Let's quit creating stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Nobody can see. I'm sorry. I'm so like laser focused in on like talking about like this stupid crap. 1 second. I don't know why it's not showing donations, but let me open. Here, let me do this real quick. We'll go back to this. Let's go to Streamlabs. See, this is why I have a week of dress rehearsals with YouTube alone. Because so many of this junkery I'm so new to working at, and like, it quits working. Yeah, Drama Alert auto posts on X, and it's done by Gino. But he's pretending like it's something that takes a whole lot of like mental capacity every single day. Let's be honest, sir. Let's go to recent events. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, there's a whole lot of subscribers. Thank you so much, guys, for all of the subscribers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Assassin. Did I just say assassin? Okay, it's popping up the Streamlabs, guys, but he's huge and you just see the top of it. Okay, we'll work on it. But it's heart. And super shocked tempted. You got this. Thank you. Assassin. How can I misread your name today? Oh shoot. I'll have to grab the pup in a little bit. This is one of my cats. This is one of the 2 cats. Meow. This is meow. That is prosciutto. Let me go back to You should get a cat. Assassin. I know. Kate's new name is gonna be Assassin. When we open up the LLC for the LLC, the Lung Diamond, and everybody to be my sister wife, and we'll live on the 300 acres. Your entire little cottage is gonna be Assassin. Oh, you should get one. Ahmed, they're such wonderful creatures. I love my cats. They come here and they love you when they want to get some love, and then other that, they're just like, doing their own shit. Here, bring me that sleepy puppy, honey. It's your sweepy, honey. That's a puppy. This is a puppy. He's 4.5 months. I like them both, Barley. What? Oh, he's like, I just want a nap. Why are you doing these things to me? That's awful. He is like 4.5 months, and I'm sure y'all remember how freaking tiny he was when he got here a couple months ago. I know. He's like huge feeling, but he doesn't, like, he looks huge, but he's really not huge in real life. He's about the size of right between my 2 cats. But let me tell you the thing I've learned about having puppies, because this is my first one. I've also never had a pet that wasn't a secondhand pet. This is my first pet that wasn't used, like pre-used. But like, he chews on everything. Everything. Holy shit. It's like literally like constantly trying to scan to see if there's anything out there and finding it. And like, you know how in baseball where they're like, no, I'm gonna get to the home plate, and they're like diving for it. It's like diving for like the most minute like detritus you might ever find on your floor, or like a piece of paper. And I've got kids. Do you know how much crap a 4 and 6-year-old throw around on the floor? Oh, he has so many toys. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do call-ins. Right now I'm actually in Amex server. And if any of y'all are in that server and you want to kind of hop on, you can definitely hop on. But we do have a lot of shit to just kind of talk about. And I love camping. Assassin, camping is wonderful. But yes, this is a wonderful puppy. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. I'll be in a different server tomorrow. I've had a lot of people because I'm still like 100% sure I don't want to have like a Discord with my own community. I just like being in everybody else's server. But I have had a lot of people offer up letting me use their server. So having people jump up in other servers or anything like that, I'm 100%. I'll go to a different server tomorrow. I'll just like server surf like somebody who like couch surfs. I don't want to manage a community being kind to each other and all of the risk that come with it. Like I have enough to manage, right? I want to do this show, which I own. I want to do a few other shows that I own. Excuse me. And I want to be able to do panels with other people and stuff. And then I have another show that I don't totally own that I'll be doing. And I have enough to manage with just managing like all my normal responsibilities and then this, right? So I don't want to create yet another obligation that I need to keep safe and everything. I'd rather leave that to all of y'all who have them, and I'll just couch surf. Absolutely. You could call in. Like I said, I'll try somebody else's Discord tomorrow. Tonight, if you are in Angie's server, you can come in and I'll try another one tomorrow. So that if anybody wants to hop in from a different one, you can hop in. Yeah, tonight I'm in Angie's. So let's go back to... I got that. Let me go back to Keemstar basically hurting his own
with
feelings.
my personal life. You know what I mean? We're not the same. We're not the same. Cat Lady, if you lived one day in my life, you wouldn't remember everything about your life either. All right? We're not the same. Like, my brain doesn't have enough room to store all the files of things that I must.
Look, even in the comments, Cat Lady is probably being coached by Gidgy. Gidgy, are you coaching me? Oh, no. Christopher, now we know Cat Lady has like a channel to watch. Yeah. I see, my thing when somebody first told me that this happened, I was like, oh, he's being really nice and promoting me. And then like I talked back to him and he's like, my feelings are really hurt. And I'm like, what? I literally thought that maybe he was just promoting me, because that's what he did. He ended up just promoting me. Like, Cubic Marlin, Cat Lady is probably being... Oh, I just read that one. Turbo's Gunt. Keem the top of God to create a universal locales, then get upset when they act like locales. Cunt Z2. It's funny that you're talking about Cat Lady, but Pesci was the one who went on Savages. Diacto, that's why she tried to monetize Vape Boy so much. Yeah, you know. I mean, like, this is crazy. Oh, here, Cut Z2. If she's a little nobody, why are her words bothering you so much? I mean, like... What? PP Bravado, hats out to you. Cat Lady doesn't strike me as a liar. Stunad, he's somebody who really, really can't stand me. She's been acting weird as fuck. I'm gonna be honest, Xylee and anybody else from the LCU calling me weird, like, thank you, Jesus. I would love to be considered weird by any of those people, right? Like, literally. Any of those people want to consider me weird. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because you're right. As in the words of Keems, I'm not like you. Guys, did you know that depending on how much money is in your bank account is how much memory you have available to you? The more money in your bank account, the less ability to remember things. I didn't know that. This is something new. Keem is teaching it to me of all the things he had not taught me. LFG.
Must remember. You know what I mean? It's like
too damn
ridiculous.
much. It's too fucking much.
It's ridiculous.
Hi. Well, there's another one, I guess.
You know,
He's
when
just
your
gonna-
mama brings up, when your mama's, I'm on, pit, and he's like, don't you remember back in May? No, because there's certain things that got to be thrown in the recycling bin. You know what I mean? I got to remember the important stuff.
I know. I feel that
I get
too. When somebody brings up something, they're like, you remember this happening in the universe? And I'm like, maybe. I don't fucking know. Possibly. Like, a week here seems like a fucking month sometimes. Like,
Yeah, because every single day, there's at least 3 major stories.
Whoa.
Right?
Hey.
Like today
hey, Peter,
on
1
Cafe, you
second.
guys are covering how many major stories?
I mean, there's a few. There's like, oh, thank you. There was like stuff from Live, Boogie having the cops called on him. There's the shit with Buzz.
talked
There's
about
like the
tech.
hatred stuff. Yeah, I mean.
I talked about hatred. Yeah,
Oh,
if you watched
are you waiting
Rewind
for me to
yesterday,
say
that was
something?
fucking embarrassing.
I didn't even see it, but yeah, Pesci says that it was bad.
I mean, Cat Lady, you were a fucking community manager and you were getting shit wrong nonstop.
First of all, he's gonna say, let me finish this. And then Peter will bring you up because he's almost done. Okay, 1 second.
Nobody went live on air until right now. I'm doing it now and said, God, she couldn't even handle community manager, the most easiest thing in the world. Bro, she was like naming like this person needs to get banned, they're doing this, and then we'd look into it and they're like, no, actually they're innocent, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like that was happening all the time. And now granted, you're learning how to do it, but a lot of it, dare I say, was common sense.
Buddy, just wait 1 second. I would like to point out that, Keem, that is pure fan fiction. I can take all the screenshots I have and prove it, but again, I'm trustworthy. So I, unlike you, would not have broached the subject of what happened in the community manager and mod discussions because it wasn't on air until you brought it on air. But never once, not even one single time, did I ever say that this person should be banned. It never happened one single time. At all. Ever. So, thank you for lying on my name. It's pretty special. Isn't it? I think it
He
is.
likes to lie on a lot of people's names.
Oh, yeah. So, not only did I never, even one time, suggest that a single person should ever be banned, I also would bring every single time something was happening to that chat and ask what protocol was because I was new and I didn't know how y'all would address it. I would generally time somebody for an hour and I would come to the thing. And you know what would happen after that? I would be told what should be done, and it would almost always, except for on one occasion, I would be told to either time out or ban that person for longer. The only time that it ever happened that I was told to put the person on a smaller timeout, and I have that screenshot too, was a time when a person used very specific racist language. And I was told to only time him out for 5 minutes instead of the hour that I had set him for. So,
What?
Thank you very much, Keem, for lying about anything I ever did as a community manager and talking about how it was common sense when you say that you're not able to do any other things or remember things because you're either getting married or because of the amount of money you have in your pocket. And you didn't even know that I didn't sign your contract. Very special. We're almost done with this, Peter, and then I'm going to drop it.
You're good. I wanted to add to that because I'm sure Xylie's doing the opposite of what you were doing with the community manager role.
No, I mean, she's a little bit more, she likes to go on streams. I prefer not to go on streams. Number one, because 2 of the times I went on streams to go do my job as a community manager, One time, Tina had me muted and immediately had me booted when she doxed Becky, and I went up there to tell her to just have them to, I went on panel to tell them just throw up the thumbnail, do a redirect, and start the show over so we could private this one, since everybody was busy saying, you dox Becky, you dox Becky, you dox Becky, and everybody knew about it, so that the last 20, 30 minutes of their show, people couldn't rewind and then copy the information from the docs. But instead, she had me muted and then booted while I was doing that. Therefore, the extra 20 and 30 minutes while everyone in the world was aware there was a docs to copy had it available to them. And then the second time was when I was fixing an issue on Glass during a members-only stream, and I had just calmed Jersey down and had sent her out for a cigarette, and, Jesus, what's that guy's name with her? I can't remember. It must be my early dementia.
Snowgoth.
Snowgoth, yeah. Snowgoth was basically paralyzed and didn't know what to do. Tuna, for the first time ever, came to fucking confront me and started yelling about shit. I don't even know what she was yelling about because she was busy yelling, and I booted her, and I mixed up kick. I didn't know that kick meant kick from the server because it doesn't say that. It just says kick. And I should have pressed disconnect. I guess disconnect is to disconnect somebody from a channel. I don't know. And so I kicked her from the server accidentally. But like, literally, like, this is the only times I did anything wrong. I think one time I banned the wrong person. Like, there were multiple people with the same name, and I banned the wrong person with that name. The very first, 2 days or something I was there.
Well, accidents happen.
I mean, other than that, I never asked for anybody to be banned or said I thought anybody should be banned. I did fight for somebody to be able to face his accuser and be able to give the evidence that was being put up against him, and for the credibility of that evidence to be tested. But no, I was not making problems every single day. I certain as shit did not constantly ask for people to be banned. That's all fucking fan fiction and fake.
Yeah. They like to spin narratives.
Well, I talked about it last night. They'll in the LCU, they'll say some shit about somebody, and then it keeps getting disseminated, and it leaves the LCU and it goes out, and then you've got some innocent person that should never have any shit about them said, about Ahmed. We talked about it last night. Somebody in the LCU said that he was Grimm's Gallery. He was a Grimm's Gallery alt. And it came and went all the way out into the real world to where people who aren't even in the LCU were saying it. Because nobody in the LCU thinks about what they say and what what ends up happening. What are the repercussions? Yeah, I did the opposite and wanted people unbanned constantly. Absolutely, Foster. I had a list of about 25 people before I ever even initially became a community manager. And during the time I was a community manager. And I got almost everybody off of that list. There are a few people that I couldn't get unbanned, but I got most of them unbanned.
There's definitely probably a mod, just not going to name names, but he's close to Keem, and he would just spread rumors and gay op and all that.
I mean, I don't think it's fucking funny. And the worst part is that it's just a fucking Discord. We're treating this place like it's some fucking asylum for the vulnerable, like some brick and mortar building where we put the most vulnerable of people in. Right? I'm literally, more harm is coming from it than any safety of the people inside of it. And absolutely, Ahmed, someone could actually get hurt by that shit. Like the rumor mill that comes out of there, and then people get assigned this information. I know this is just one small corner of the universe, like the actual digital universe, but like literally nobody should have to like find out that they're being called another person. Someone that has a reputation of not only suicide baiting and sympathy baiting, but like of doing like doxing and stuff like that. They don't deserve that.
They don't at all.
Can we still donate to Kick? Oh, he wants to donate to Kick, you Pete. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
That's okay. I love Cartel Fartel Holiday Inn, though. They are always somebody who supports me no matter what gets said about me. They followed me, and they're wonderful. You know, they're a very big supporter, and I know that he hates it when I get derailed because people will come up, and of course I start having a conversation with you, and I'm like,
yeah, I get it.
Which is more of a me thing than a you thing. It's more of the fact that I can't control myself getting squirreled.
I get that a lot, but one thing, this is the last thing, but how did Keem not know you didn't sign the contract? He owns this business. I don't get it.
Because he has no infrastructure. Period. He just assumed people signed it.
Sounds like he needs an assistant.
Well, he needs more than that. He needs a real infrastructure. You know, like, if you go to any other media business, right? And I can tell you this from experience. If you go to any other media business, you have an infrastructure. There's protocol. You have, you know, when you have like new employees you onboard, even if they're independent contractors, like talent usually is, you literally have like a specific list of things that you give them of documents to let them know like expectations and definition of their job duties. And I mean, anywhere you go and get a job, everywhere and anywhere, there's just so much that is missing, and it keeps coming up and causing problems. Like, and I've been talking about it for 4 months, about how this lack of infrastructure affects every single person, and it causes like shit drama. It's not real good drama. Nobody wants to know or cares about that much people being paid incorrectly, but we're so hungry for any kind of organic drama that we say, fuck it, fuck how bad it impacts anybody. We're not going to have an infrastructure, and then we have like some really low quality organic drama happen, as well as the forced drama. Right?
Yeah.
And if people did their jobs and like went like to people saying their names and shit like that, and instead of becoming friends and being like, well, I'm not going to talk about that person because if I do, they might talk about me, and then I would have to deal with being confronted by people, which is what happens now. Like, in the words of Yo Mama, you're not supposed to be friends. Nobody there is supposed to be friends. You're all strangers on the internet who barely know each other because you watch each other on the TV. But they're all so afraid that somebody on a different show is going to talk about them, and then they have to deal with that, when literally that's how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to have drama that happens between people because y'all are all strangers with differing opinions.
You just got to stand your ground.
I don't know. All
right.
Go ahead.
I gotta go now.
Okay, thank you, PETA.
Thank you. Bye.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you. That was PETA. Let's see. Let's finish this. I think he's almost done crying.
So.
Oh my, well, Rocky, with the 10 said, I was on Keem's Jester's docket team and never saw anything from Keem that looked like signs of dementia. He gave us clear instructions on what he wanted from us and when it needed to be done.
Not Rocky BB taking that serious. Seriously, Rocky? Come on, babe. You know me better than that. You know much, much better than if I was going to say that he had dementia, making it like a passing random ass comment. If I was going to say that like he has dementia and shit, it would have been as Hellcat, it would have been loud, and everybody in the universe would have been following that clip, okay? It wouldn't have been me reading somebody's chat comment and laughing at it. Like, come on, bro. Rocky, I know you better than that. You're not that freaking, like... I know you're not that simple-minded.
Done. So, there's
And even if
Rocky
I
Housing.
had, and even if I have dementia, all right? What the fuck? You're gonna bully me for that? Bro, that's a serious illness. Like, what the fuck?
I know, like, haha, you can't remember the things. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I'm really,
Where's Daddy?
I guess I'm hurt. Because I never did anything to Cat Lady. I always liked her, and I always, like, defended her. I made her community manager.
Stop.
If you manage a WordPress website and you haven't sorted out...
guys. 1 second. You can't come up here. There's like camera on, baby, and you got no clothes. Come here, boo-boo. Where is Daddy? I'm sure he's gonna come right with me. I feel really bad because I was like, no, push you away. It's all right. That's why it takes two. All right, you can't go in there right now, puppers. You can't go nibble at little sleeping bullies. Okay, so sorry. I'm looking at you, you handsome butt. Apparently, the dog got in the kids' room and was trying to play with the kids, but the kids were sleeping, and so now a kid got woken up, and Dad was trying to take a bath.
consent situation yet.
You know, like, damn it. Here we go.
That's not easy to be done.
Well, no, it is
got
easy
mad
to be
respect for
done.
her.
My feelings keep on getting hurt over here because I feel like I'm doing so much to help random fucking nobodies when I'm a legend, right? And then when they leave and they're no longer here, they're like, yeah, fuck Keemstar. He's got dementia. He abuses Adderall. He kicked a cat. You know, like, what the fuck? Bro, no, I didn't.
He lit my
Bro,
house on fire, allegedly. Like, you know, throw all that shit in there.
He's a massive fucking hypocrite. Hey, when
Well,
you're
I
on the
wanted to
micro...
address something somebody said out there. They said Pesci was doing shows with Voldemort. I never said anything disrespectful about Keemstar.
What's up?
Oh, man.
Nothing. Someone was like, they were trying to accuse me of doing the same thing. I never said anything disrespectful about Keem. I never said anything I couldn't come back from.
Oh, well, I didn't see when you went on that Voldemort's channel and somebody, there was this stream. See, look, I don't have dementia. I remember this. There was, I was on some stream and someone was like, yeah, Pesci was talking shit. So then I started talking shit back. And then the chat would jump in there like, actually, Pesci didn't say shit. So then I looked like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like, well, you gotta lock that one.
I made
back.
sure I kept it like, you know, to where I wouldn't have did you like that. I wouldn't have told
His
you you're a
suit is too
motherfucker and
bright.
then
I
tried to
hate
come
that
back.
fucking all-white suit.
And somebody in the chat said, Keem getting mad at Rastov for saying he needed space sounded more and more petty as Keem talks. Space? What is he, got a fucking bleeding pussy hole? Like, what the fuck? That's
What are
something
you?
a woman would say.
I know. Who is he? Your girlfriend? Like, the fuck? You know?
Thank you, Josh.
Like,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just need some space. Motherfucker, bro, go change your tampon. Shut up.
Tug on your string a little harder, cunt. God.
The way he doesn't understand that that was a joke on him. Like, come on, Keem. That was a joke on you, bud. You're the one crying because somebody left and said, I need space. You're the one with the bleeding tampon. The fact you didn't understand that joke is just Really sad.
Damn.
What is this? But anyhow,
Shit's crazy.
I just want to vent. Cause I sent her the screenshots of the transcript and that she's streaming. I'm like, hey, why'd you break the contract? And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then she's online right now, and I called her and she won't answer my phone. Like she's being a.
But sorry, at 7:10 a.m. when you sent me the messages you sent me and the screenshot and tried to call me, I was asleep. I don't really know why you don't realize that people are asleep, even if the little dot next to their name on Discord is green. But that dot on the Discord is, operated by the person. It's not actually some, biological part of me telling you that I am literally awake and on the internet. That is crazy. BG could be so good, but she's literally a follower. She's literally someone who has almost no ability to stand up for herself. And what's funny is when, Tommy would stand up for her or anybody else, it's like, why are you standing up for me? Except every single time she talks to certain people, it's literally like, oh, yeah, anything you say is right. Ha ha ha, awkward laugh, ha ha ha. Okay. Reaction. My dot is always on invisible. I guess I need to make mine on invisible all the time because, apparently, he expected it to be some real, notification of what I was doing with my time and that I was available to him. Because apparently he thinks that if I'm on the internet, I'm also just available to him.
Pussy little bitch. Bro, I want to fight with you, cat lady. Answer the damn phone. I'm mad.
What are you gonna buy with her check that you get to withdraw from her?
I'm gonna buy a box of cereal because that's what her check is.
Just wait, are you gonna make fun of how much my check is? But you never were willing to help me with monetization, which is only important to you? Key. But weren't you just crying about being a hypocrite? Isn't that something you did in this 15-minute clip? Oh shit.
The good news is, if she was only pulling 53 on Rebel, well, if you do the law of averages around here, that equivalents to
AI agent.
And Pesci, I don't know where you got the idea that I only ever got 50 on Rebel. And while you're gonna make fun of it, it's pretty sad that you weren't able to pull more on your own streams too. I'm sorry, Pot, you are black. It's like these people don't recognize anything about themselves, but have something to say. I don't know, man. What do you think that I should do? Should I cry and just be like, oh God, team, you destroyed me. I shouldn't be allowed to stream on the internet unless I stream in the LCU, and I should only get to stream how long you think I should stream, on where I think you think I should stream, and I should only say the things you approve of, and that's what I should do, and I can't be in any of the Discords because they're all evil and trying to make me dox people and get doxed. I mean, what the fuck is this? I'm 43 fucking years old, bro. Pirate? Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
I'm here.
I'm here. What's up, Pirate? Are you gonna tell me that I have to go back to LCU if I want to stream online?
Absolutely not. The fuck? Bro. Why does he cry so much? I don't understand.
I just don't get this. Literally, almost, if he didn't have an AI translating a transcript for him and telling him what it is and what, the sentiment was at the time, then he would have literally had nothing to cry about, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's the... this is, probably, a year ago, right? When there wasn't 24 shows. He used to watch clips, right? People would send him the clips. All the rats and stuff would send him the clips. So he would actually hear what was said. and now he's using AI to dude, those AI summaries
It's not even
are
like a
always
normal AI
off.
summary. I can't show it to you because it's in a DM with him. But
Yeah.
like, it's literally like it like takes like a few sentences and it just labels like and maybe like 2 or 3 words what the sentiment is. And then it
Oh
takes
my-
2 or 3 sentences and labels what the sentiment is. And then it labels 2 or 3 sentences and like gives like this sentiment here. It's literally like an interpretation. Like it literally
So it's like
hurt
you have
himself.
a paragraph,
Yeah.
and it'll say she hates you.
Yes.
She hates
Yes.
you.
Aggressive.
Lying, liar.
Like, let me tell you right now, I don't need you to have an AI bot. Everything I do, almost everything I do is intense and aggressive. There you go. Get rid of the bot. Haha, cheers. You know, like, why?
God, dude. I don't know. It's funny. He does this right. Whenever someone leaves, he gets in his little feels, and then this is why a lot of people don't really talk to him anymore when they reach out, because he ends up leaking the shit anyways. The conversation, and it's from his point of view, right? It's always from his point of view, so he's never the bad guy. He's never wrong, even though, you know, other people have leaked his DMs, and then there's the full context. You're like, wait, that's not what he said on stream.
I don't know.
Does that make sense?
Finally, I asked him, I'm like, literally, like, you're mad at me because you completely misunderstood everything I said because you used an AI bot to tell you how to feel about it, but you literally lied about me. What am I?
Yeah.
Does that mean that I'm supposed to be mad and cry about it? Well, here you go. You got your response video. I'm being mad and I'm crying about it. Oh,
No, don't throw your tantrum also.
Here is my tantrum. You know, like, here it is. It's so bad.
I think this is what's funny about today. There's 2 things that are funny about today. If you don't mind.
Go ahead.
This is nice to have a reunion. It feels like we're on Rebel at 3 a.m. It used to be 3 a.m. for me. It was like probably 6 or 5 for you, but man, those were good times. But
I know. Do you remember when I had been streaming for like, what was it, like 2 weeks or something with Gidgy, and Gidgy quit, and like it was just like, well,
yeah.
CatLady, all right. And so without anybody helping me, without any fucking assistance, no support, not a goddamn thing, what did I do? I just said, okay, give me the key, let's go. And like, Pirate would come up and he would be like, we'll just chit chat here, I'll help you out. Like, no bull, no shit.
I tried my best. Yeah, I tried my best.
But talking
about, you had
like,
Lila too back then too, so, you know, shout out to her.
And then like a little bit later, I think this was during the second time that Gidgy quit. Like, I woke up one night and I went to bed one night, I woke up the next day and all of a sudden like Lila's like, hey, I'm your intern. I'm like,
yep.
Hey, stranger.
Yeah. I mean, those were. That's when I had fun. I still had fun during that time, because the whole B circuit was growing and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the B circuit was a different thing then. The B circuit was supposed to be a training circuit.
Yep.
It literally started out as a training circuit, but like the training wasn't very good because it was all headed by people who literally didn't know how to do themselves, right? It was like out of all, like it was at a time when all of a sudden there was like 15, 20 different interns, and he picked some of the interns who knew how to do OBS and like said, here are unmonetized channel keys. Go do what you want to do. And so basically all of them, none of them were a show. All of them were like, you know, you hop up for a short period of time, you would wait your turn, and you would like talk for a few minutes or like answer a question for a few minutes, and then it would keep going, the next person to the next person. It was absolutely zero training. It was just practice being in front of a camera. Really.
Yeah. No, definitely. But even then, you know, I did learn a few things from being an intern, you know?
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, after a few days of that, I was a host.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
You know, like I literally got asked to go on Queens because they had just signed Savage to do every other week. And he had pulled me on air and he's like, hey, tomorrow you're going to be on Queens with Tina D. Can you do that? And I was like, I guess so. You know, I guess I'll figure out a solution, you know, because what do you do as an intern in a job like that? You literally don't go, well,
Yeah, you
I
say
don't feel
you
like
just have
this
to
is
say
the
yes.
opportunity that I want. I think I'll pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you literally have to say yes. And I tried to figure it out and everything. And, you know, I went up there and, you know, like it was that started off my entire saga of being a host there.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted me on Alpha. I was like, I'm sorry, dude. I can't do it. I did like 2 episodes. I was like, I can't do this. So I just started going on all like different shows where, you know,
Yeah,
just pop up randomly. Yeah, I did a whole run.
Like Buzz, I just did it to help. I wasn't asked if I wanted a second show. I wasn't asked if I wanted to be on Buzz. I got a message that said in a couple hours you have to be on Buzz.
Yeah, see, yeah, I can't work like that. I need a schedule.
Yeah.
Because you know that is over there. It is like a machine, right? It's more of a job than a hobby. Because
Well,
bro wants you to stream the 365. You know,
it's not
he
even
wants that shit.
it's not even like a normal job as like a talent. Because normally as a talent, you would have somebody negotiate for like shows and a contract and like changes and stuff like that. In the LCU, it's literally like, here's the hours you're going to work. Here's how long you can stream, you know, and then you find out by being punished what you're supposed to or what you can't say and all of those things and what your job is because there's no infrastructure to inform you. And then like, you know, supposedly, like, that's the only bit of work you're allowed to do. And I'm sorry,
Right.
but most people, once they become competent streamers, you know, like, I've said this to some people. Like, there was definitely a time that LCU was really good for me, and the constraints were good for me, right? Like, it definitely taught me to deal with, like, a lot of situations and how to pivot and stuff like that. But there becomes a time when you become a competent streamer where you don't want to be told that the only time you're allowed to stream is at like 3 a.m. and that you can only do it for an hour and a half. And then you're not allowed to stream at any other time unless you're popping up to confront somebody or add to their show in a universe and you can't go elsewhere.
I have noticed that with the hour and a half schedule, it's starting to go back
It's
to
awful.
that. Yeah, it's dude. I've stopped watching a lot of shows that I used to enjoy. I had like 2 or 3 that I liked, and
Yep, reaction.
it's just they don't have time to cook anymore. Sometimes the good shows, the first hour is kind of like the beginning, and then the second hour is where they really start cooking until the very end.
Yeah, like, for me, it was, you know, awful because every single show, like when we'd gotten to the point where my show was, I had a very definite
Yeah.
show. Everybody knew what to expect when they came there, you know, all of that. And, like an hour and a half, like at 2 hours, it was always, damn, we have to cut this short. Right? And
Yeah.
at an hour and a half, it's like we barely even got to cooking. I mean, we might as well just left everything in the freezer.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible. But I wanted to ask you, okay. Well, I just wanted to say this is, I think it's funny how on Pit today, Keem's like, I need to do drama alert. Like, brother, no one cares about drama alert anymore, dude.
Yeah, I don't think he realizes. I mean, as much as he wants to tell us that like it's a huge taker of time or something on his dailies, that like drama alert isn't what it was in the 2000s, right? Like nobody's like,
Yeah.
you know, like news break, right? Right now, everybody's got a news break app, right? They're like, I gotta know what's happening in my
Facts,
area, in my
yeah.
state, right? I'm constantly getting notifications from Newsbreak about what's going on. Like it would take a shit ton of work to make.
Well, they don't even
Dude, I've seen on the Twitter, like, whenever randomly I pop in there and it's drama, they're covering local, like, the LCU.
Yeah, no, all it is an ARMA LCU basically now.
It's so stupid. Like, bro, what are you doing?
I mean, and that's all good and fine, but, like, you don't have an audience outside of the LCU if only thing you're allowed to do is make content within the LCU. And that's the problem. And that's why I told him, I can do better for the LCU, which is my passion, and I can do much better things for me outside of the LCU than I could do inside of it. And then he's like, whatever. And then he goes on Pit. And what did he say? Literally, what did he say? I have to do a show outside of the LCU.
Outside.
To do good for the LCU. Bam! Exactly
but here's the thing.
Like I said.
Here's the thing about him leaving, though. Anybody that's... Because he says he has his connections, right? Even though the best he's pulled is Copper Cab, a meme. Most of the talent they're like memes. Ricky Berwick is a meme. Copper Cab is an old meme. Like, yeah, they're funny. Copper Cab is funny, but he's not a Mr. Beast or anyone that has actual clout. They're only famous in that little subcategory of the internet. Like, it's like, oh, it's that one guy. Well, it's kind of like
I'll be honest,
like Mike also.
I can't be that upset at him for having a hard time bringing bigger creators in that are locals. And this is the reason why. I've tried to do interviews and stuff with people that I have connections and networking with. And the thing is most of them, number one, and this is one of the big things about people who are really local, okay? They don't want to admit or do not realize or accept the label local. Like, they are definitely against believing that they're locals. And then they definitely don't want to be in somewhere that's called locale and have to accept that label. And also, they're usually making just as much money as they're making on their own, except they don't have the constraints of somebody making up when, how much, where, what, who, why. That's the problem
and the thing
with
is
the LCU
too,
and having such a chokehold on all of
well,
these
the thing
decisions.
is too, is these people that have clout and that are, hip right now, they can just watch one episode of any show. It doesn't even matter which show. It can even be live. They'd be like, why? I would not touch this with a 10-foot pole.
Well, right now, most of the shows are boring as fuck. Like, literally, they're not making a show. They're just showing up, sitting on panel, and talking about other shows. And they're not going up to other shows and, like, cross-story running and stuff like that. They're not doing the interesting shit. Like, I literally watched Wonder Woman and Iceman and Foxy and them just sitting there, and they put noodles on their head. And I don't think I've ever been so bored about watching somebody put fucking noodles on their head. Like, it was boring. It was forced and it was boring.
I mean, it's Foxy Mama, dude. Like, how you can't make that. Like,
it's because it's forced. It's forced drama.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, forcing people to fulfill somebody else's punishment that they refuse to do by putting food on them, it isn't interesting. It's not spontaneity. It doesn't have any spontaneity. It doesn't have any meaning behind it. Let me read this really quick. Yeah. Bestie, love you, bestie. We are officially fighting, but I still love you. Also, you better kiss that pepperoni for me and tell him his auntie loves me. Now, first of all, I freaking love you. Second of all, I don't know why we're fighting, but only you're fighting. I'm not fighting back. I don't care. Nope, ain't happening. Foster Rider, when Iceman is the highlight and entertaining, it's bad. Yeah, like literally, when him doing some weird like. Do you remember when Candy got on panel on Rebel when it was just Gigi and Pesci, and she started doing this thing where she pretended there were people talking to her, and she would be like, It's exactly what it reminded me. Like who is in the background telling people that this shit is interesting?
What happened to her?
I don't know. She's so mad the other day. literally the other day she DM'd me and she's like, fine, you think I'm a liar and blah blah blah. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. And apparently somebody had trolled her by sending a message on like Snapchat or something, which, guys, I don't have Snapchat. Don't look for it because I don't have one. And this isn't like some 1998 like attempt to promo my Snapchat by being like, definitely don't look for me on Snapchat. You know, I don't have one. No, I really don't have one. I really don't have one. But like, she thought that it was somebody else, that it was like me or somebody else telling her that Yo Mama doesn't like her and stuff. I reached out and I was like, Yo Mama, please talk to Candy and tell her that you don't dislike her, because it means something to this woman. Because like literally she's upset and I'm like, it's not me. I didn't do it. God damn it. You know.
I don't know.
There's no
it's
point
kind of.
I want to hurt that woman. She hasn't shit enough real life. I do not want to kick her. Okay.
Yeah, no. She came in wild and that's clock loaded.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Denmark joining back?
Sad. Like, what happened?
It's.
Come on, bro. Did he get so mad at playing shitty ass hard Cuphead on like hardest level that he was like, is that like a punishment? Like, did he and Scoot have a bet that if he couldn't beat Cuphead like he said he could without the DLC, that he was gonna have to go back?
I don't know, but to me it's like, bro, he, you know, and he said this on his stream, so it's nothing, you know, personal, but he has said that the LCU brought out the worst side of him, like with alcohol and stuff. Absolutely. And on Rain, I know this fucker. He was drunk on Rain. He was drinking because he was doing his saying his stuff that he does.
He can't do LCU without drinking. Like, I don't know why he went back.
No, he won't be able to. He won't be able to. It's too much pressure. And I liked his little solo streams. You know, he was a little more chill. He looked happier. He wasn't, from what I saw, he wasn't drinking. And then he goes immediately back, and it's like, you can just tell that he was already drinking.
I just don't understand what happened. Before he went to the LCU, he had a really good amount of viewers and all of that, and whatever mattered to him. And then he went to the LCU, and he just got so miserable and started drinking to deal with it. And then he finally left and he got sober.
Yeah.
And
you know what I think it is?
Huh.
He might be, it might be the sense of community, right?
Yeah.
You know, like
why couldn't he have just like reached out and like said, hey, can we build community, get together? Can we really build community? Because I mean, going to a place that brings out every toxic trait you have, and you have to be an alcoholic to even deal with it. For him, like I just wish.
Yeah, I can already.
He reached out before.
I can already see it. Yeah, I can already see it. Like you know, AMAC was crying today on Fluff because Yo Mama went over 10 minutes. I'm like, bro, you can't be fucking. You can't be serious.
I'm an Angie server right now. I don't really want to talk about AMAC, but the turn for her has not been for the best. Fluff, yeah. It's great to see her with Sweet Tea on Fluff, and like she's really able to frame Sweet Tea well to where like the classic "what made Sweet Tea funny" is funny again. But like in doing so, it's like she lost herself. She became like this, and she's a lot like Phantom does this. She does this, like people who like start show running, but like they think that they have to be up their co-host ass and just like agree with everything their co-hosts say and pretend everything their co-hosts say is funny and that kind of thing. You know, it's like,
oh, you definitely see that. You see that a lot. Well, the only reason I brought up Fluff is because Lacey went up there, like, and they're gonna drink on Friday, and I already know how him and Denmark and Lacey used to be little drinking buddies.
I know.
So it's like it's gonna start. I can already see it. It's Friday. You're just gonna see them, and then Denmark's gonna come up there with this fucking 12-pack, whatever, and it's gonna start the cycle all over again.
I know.
It's really sad for me, like, because I was like, damn, bro, like he was doing good.
I know he was sober, and you know how I feel about supporting people who need to get sober.
Yeah.
I just it's very sad for me. I wish that he had reached out. He tried to reach out, but he reached out to me like after I left, but before he went back in, and he was talking about wanting to do panels again together. I'm like, hell yeah. I wish that
He
I
wanted to
knew
do one with
better.
Angie. He wanted to do one with Angie. I was like, bro, you could like, you're impatient, dude.
I really wish that I knew that was him asking for like brotherhood or whatever, because you know me. I'll do
Yeah.
whatever. If that's what you need for support to stay clean and to stay out of toxicity, like I'm fucking there. I'll build anything. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'd pop into streams, to check up on him. But the thing is, too, one thing I will give him is the people that were in his chat, bro. Those are the people that first turned on him when this whole like thing, when the buff weed was calling him out for the whatever shit. Those people are back in his chat now, acting like nothing happened, like they didn't talk shit about him. I'm like, all right, dude. I'm like, that must suck too.
Because he doesn't. He that whole e-boy thing doesn't like really build a community, right? It's a bunch of people who are able to turn on each other the moment they're not like the whatever the kids call the raddest person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He needs a whole bunch of
it's
older
hard.
folks who don't care that we're not hip and that we need hip replacements.
Well, the thing is, we're not like sensitive,
Yes,
I've noticed
see a
that-
bunch of people. I see you. I see you. Guy on a bus. Thank you for being here.
Oh shit. Damn, this guy on bus. Oh
Glock,
shit.
let me tell you, Glock, he did ask me like after I left. He's definitely been once or twice back there to ask me if I would come back, and I said no. Today we talked before, like well after he had tried to communicate with me because I was asleep then, but a while out before I came on air. And I basically said the same shit to him that I said here. But I had more to say, and I told him, I said, I'm just going to say it on air. Like,
Someone said you missed the dono.
Oh, did I? Super shock. Can we make Pirate Walk the plank, please?
Oh shit.
I'm telling you, there are some people who just really don't want me to have other people. They just want me to flap.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
And a lot of people haven't gotten to see me in a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true.
I took a break between leaving, like, what was like a week, just because, like, number one, I had gone without sleep, and that last week, it was so bad. That last 2 weeks in the LCU, I'd be falling asleep. At one point in time, I fell asleep at the counter, and I literally drank the wax from my wax melt thing.
Jesus.
I know. I had fallen down. I had like a black eye from falling down. I have like these awful like bruises and stuff. I fell into my computer system because I fell asleep standing up. I mean, like I am medically required to have sleep, like 8 to 10 hours of sleep a day. And so, like, when I don't have it, because in the LCU, it was constantly like, I'll be the only one who will literally accept those awful time periods. But the problem is I have an IRL schedule, and it's like kids and stuff. It's not like a schedule, like my life can't have the schedule changed and moved around to fit whenever I stream, whenever, right? And so when I'm consistently streaming at like 2, 4, 3, whatever fucking time, that means that I'm still getting up at like whatever time I have to get up for children, for events, for work, for all those things. And I'm getting up to do streaming and be awake enough to do it. So I'm getting like an hour to 2 hours nap here, an hour to 2 hours nap here, or like getting, and constantly having my sleep broken and stuff, because you can't have good sleep that way. And, here I am, I've got like, lots of neurological issues, some of them being like GBS, and then the TIAs, and then having the narcolepsy and stuff. And so, like, I mean, it had gotten so bad that I was at a point where I was literally falling asleep all day while standing and other shit. And I just
Oh,
can't
that's
live
not
with it.
good.
No.
Well, let me ask you this. Um, would you have, because you were kind of doing the news thing, right? That's like what you were, that's what you wanted to do over there.
And that's part of what
If
we're
he
going to do in the
would've-
future.
Okay, yeah, no, I do like that. I do like that a lot. If he would have given you cafe, would you have taken it?
No, I didn't want cafe. I liked cafe with Tommy on it. I, in fact, never suggested, like, there was never a single time that I suggested that all rewinding shows be stopped. The only thing I did ask for was that I could take the rewind channel to do it on. Because originally, that's what the rewind channel was supposed to do. But you had two, like, commentary people, right? You had a reactor commentary person on there. And so what they ended up doing is just doing their own reaction to some of the clips that were part of the biggest stories of the day, which was fine, right? But it's not really what a universe with 24 shows needed or whatever. A universe with 24 shows needs a rewind show that without bias goes through and tells you what happens on every single show, who's on it, what time it goes, whatever, plays a small clip, has an overlay with whatever their like branding is, has a part of their like entry song, whatever, so it's all like recognizable. You go through a clip, talk about what happened on the show, move on to the next show. You know what I mean? And it needs to churn through every single show without stopping for the people's opinions, completely unbiased. And then at the end of the show, if whoever the anchors are want to talk about their opinions or reactions or anything like that to any of the stories going on, that's when they do that, right? And that's what I plan on doing. But I really want to do not just the LCU universe. I want to do the creators outside of the LCU universe that used to be LCU universe or that are tangentially related to it, right? We've got some girl worlders that should be watched. We have like even like Juggernuggets and those kind of people who are a little bit relationship to, you know, like anybody that has somehow is related in that giant web of networking. And I want to be able to watch all of those so that everybody can stay up to date with all of those things. Like I said, it's more like watching, like if you were a Walking Dead watcher, the Talking Dead show, right?
Yeah.
You know, talking about what happened on the shows, talking about maybe some scoops you have of what's going to happen on the shows and that, and then talking about any other worlds that are connected to it, and all of that. And I want that to be one specific show, but I have a lot more than that I'm going to be doing. I have a lot more shows than just one show in mind. Like I said, I have a completely different show where it'll be a different focus. It's just about arguing and drama. That has nothing to do with specifically the LCU, which will be a
because you've always had
show.
Yeah, you've always had good ideas. You know, when when you do the thing where you put a bunch of layers on or you take the layers off, you know, things like that. People don't do that over there.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't think anyone ever took that from you.
No, I don't think anybody took my stripping shows from me. But you know,
I'm not gonna lie, because they probably only had like 3 shirts in the closet.
But I have a lot more than that I want to do. But you know, it's just like most people who are entertainers, right? Like you have, like I hate to use Joe Rogan as an example because obviously I'm not trying to compare myself to Joe Rogan, okay? Like he's got 3 million people watching him, I've got 30, okay? I'm not comparing the two of us in any way, shape, or form, right? But you've got Joe Rogan who's got like one show where he has his whole like focus on people he does interviews with and then that, you know, what topics he watches or whatever, right? And then, you know, Joe Rogan also goes and does all of the UFCs, right? Like that's a whole separate show and it's all focused on UFC and UFC fights, right?
Yep.
And then he also goes on panels on other people's shows, right? And does like visiting guest paneling. And then he also has like Fear Factor or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's how I want to be. I want to have this specific show, the CatLady Show on the LCU stuff. I want to have my drama and arguing shit. I want to have a show that's only on Kick that's going to be a little bit wilder, right? That's why it's going to be on Kick. So I
Oh,
don't
you're
have
gonna
to
be a little
watch.
more edgy.
Right. So like this show will be dual streamed, and then so I'm gonna have a little like different shows that are very specific instead of just being on whatever show I'm assigned to and getting an hour and a half to 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, and that's it.
I thought that whole kick thing of him doing kick was funny because I was like,
What's that?
I'm
It's a
like,
backup
bro.
plan, right? It's a backup plan.
Yeah, I was like,
He knew
is
what he
something
was
happening
doing.
that you're gonna have to move? Yeah, I'm like,
He knew that he had ban evaders. He knew that he was doing things that could get him and all of the channels taken off of YouTube. It's a backup plan.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a big epic fail. The kick thing.
Well, I mean,
Oh my.
because like when my link broke, I told you, like I asked and I asked and I asked and I asked and I asked. I asked people personally. I asked on the host chats on all of that, and nobody helped. Nobody cared. Nobody helped that it was broken because there's no infrastructure. There's nobody to go to for that. There's nobody who cares because they're not told they have to care about it.
There is this thing though. There is biases though, because there is people who do help everybody. They just pick and choose who they want to help.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So that's like that to me. That's like that's why it's not really. It's not like how it used to be back then. Even if you didn't like somebody, you would help them out.
No, absolutely. It didn't matter whether I liked you or not. If I could help you, I could help you. Really quick, Glock Loaded, your name didn't come through with that, but that's okay. Glad to see you're doing well, Cat Lady. Thank you so much, Glock Loaded. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. And Desert Cruiser. Cat Lady is a dent tractor now. I guess so. I always have been, probably. A little bit.
What does a dent tractor mean?
Dent. D-E-N-T.
Yeah.
Like the dents.
Yeah, I know.
And it's a play on words. It's witty. Hello.
Yeah. No, it's hilarious.
Put that in your eye socket. Pirate. Guys. Yeah, Pirate. Phantom does pick and choose who he helps. He's also a big flip-flopper. He's got nothing to stand on but his own, like... Oh, Black Widow. You're right. I have one song to play. I was going to play it when we did the Hatred coverage. The beautiful thing about having like these dress rehearsal shows is just getting comfortable again and getting to talk to all my friends and stuff like that, but not getting to any of the actual content I had planned.
I'll let you go ahead and get on that. That Hatred stuff.
I'm gonna play this
good.
Hatred song. We can talk about Hatred tomorrow, and we are definitely Gidgy and I are gonna stream together too. We're gonna do panels together too. So. That's definitely going to happen. Don't worry about it. I have a bunch of people I'm planning panels with, and I'm super stoked. But I told Gitchy when we were talking about it, I was like, no matter what, we have to. We owe it to people. People have been desperate to see it.
Yes.
Since we weren't together. So we're going to figure out some really
I'm
fun
excited
stuff.
for that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's going to be hype.
Hell yeah. I mean, I even might be like a dual IRL and have to get my husband to be the OBS runner while we're all out being crazy. Who knows?
Oh my god, that'll be so much fun.
Okay.
No, but you're open to anything now. That's the cool thing. You're a free agent. Do whatever the hell you want.
Fuck yes.
All right. But all right, CatLady, I'll see you around.
All right.
Thanks for having me up.
All right. I ain't gonna talk to you in about a second. Okay, I'm gonna play this Hatred diss track that I was given by my buddy Serena, who writes me a lot of diss tracks. Speaking of which, I'm also gonna make a channel, or not a channel, but a playlist on this channel. I'm going to put all the diss tracks, whether it's mine, whether it's Serena's, whether it's anybody else's. If you give it to me and you give me permission to put it on there, I'm gonna put it on there. Remember, AI Music doesn't make any money because nobody really owns it, so I can't put ads on it or anything. So don't you worry about that. I'm not trying to make money off of your back. Fiber Hearts, I'm good. How are you? Okay, so we're going to play this song, and then we're going to say farewell for tonight. I definitely know the few tech issues that came up tonight, but I'm glad that some of the issues that are resolved have worked so far. Let's listen to this badass Hatred song, and we'll talk about them tomorrow again, too. 1 second. Here we go. Oop. Oh, yeah.
Little boys, when you gonna fucking grow up? Wanna hear a story, everyone? Let's keep it rolling. Patriot, Turbo Junior, Slim, Poopy, pick a name, you still a joke. Lurking in the DMs like a sad creep in the trench coat. Begging for plane tickets, begging for that coochie fun. While your mama sitting home wondering where her son done run. 2 old dogs dying slow, you out here chasing tail. Priorities fucked up, put the pussy on the scale. Recording private calls, think you slick with the dirt. But Billy the fridge already clocked, you said that boy a straight squirt. Oh, hatred, hatred, hatred.
Straight squirt,
When you
Serena.
burn, I'll see you ain't full of turbos trying to pay your turn. Fupa 2.0 giraffe neck, freak you never met. You finna catch a disease and still ain't paid your debt. Hatred, hatred, hatred. Little boy, grow a spine, sending news on live. Whole chat laughing at your size. 30 here, 800 there. You a walking ATM scam. Virginity auction, highest bidder gets the ham. You treat bones like a cheat, she stealing answers while you stroke. Texting on stream to a hoe that already think you a joke. Poor girl don't know you packing tic-tac in them jeans. She gon' laugh when she see it, then block you on the scene. Lovely mom paying bills while you out here playing job. Flying across the map just to get your little soldier on. Nasty as giraffe, pussy stretch marks to the moon. You still a virgin, lose a go cry in
The
your
rough
room.
and shit.
Who
She's
gon'
like,
feed them dogs
no
when you
holds
broken
bars.
bars? Who gon' change your mama's diapers when the money's all turned? You a walking red flag,
We'll do
desperate,
a
dusty,
song
and
day on
dumb.
Saturday.
Begging hoes for
We'll do a
scraps like a
competition.
fiend on the run. Slim, poopy ass bitch, turbo with no gas. Hatred in the chat, still getting curved on his ass. Hatred, hatred, hatred. Story ain't over yet. Keep begging for that fupa, end up with lifelong regret. Little boy, when you finna man up. Till then, stay a punchline. We ain't giving a fuck!
Okay, you know what? Saturday, we're having a song competition. Let's do that on Saturday. Everybody who wants to make songs, Serena, I know you hear me because she always makes like no holds bar song. I'll even make my own songs. We're making songs on Saturday. Let's keep it hot. All right. Thank you guys for coming. I fucking appreciate every single one of you. I cannot believe how lucky I am. Absolutely. Luckiest girl in the world. I think I'm going to make that my tagline from now on. Cat Lady, the luckiest girl in the world, because I am. Thank you guys. I love you. Make those songs Saturday.